Send me the link. Send me the link. Send me the link. So we'll see. Awesome. Right, exactly. Like, sweet. Yeah. So it's like, all right, well, let's give it a shot. Well, it says it's live on YouTube now. I don't know. I haven't checked my my YouTube broadcast, but the Facebook. Again, maybe you can only do one or the other on.
Yeah, you can only do one on there
itself. Yeah.
So it looks like we are live over here on the Chris Monroe Show simulcast with Rich Groves and family. All right, let me see here. How do I take me off the screen here? Boom. Nice. So yeah, we are actually streaming live now on, what is it? Periscope at Chris Monroe Show. Streaming live on YouTube at Chris Monroe, STL. Streaming in the Woke Real Estate Investing Group. There's actually a link in the description in the Woke Real Estate Investing Group if you want to join in to the Zoom call. And we're streaming live on Facebook on my regular page as well. What up, Rich?
Not much, Chris. How's it going, buddy?
Man, you know how it is. Another day out here trying to make $1 out of 12 cents. Waiting on some people to sign some contracts. You know, that's been the thing, you know. Like, oh, I'm going to take a look at it and get it back to you Monday. Here we are Tuesday. I don't know what his delay is now.
Oh, man.
Yeah. It's a house of a deal that I'm working on up in, where is that? In Bell Fountain Neighbors.
Oh, really?
Yeah. 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and I got a garage and a big backyard. So, nice. But it's been vacant for about 2 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Then it's prime, man. It's prime.
Well, he's been trying to sell it for a while. I'm like, man, I could have been bought this house, you know, but you know.
Yep.
He's like, well, I gotta check with my attorney, and I had to talk to his attorney and do all of this song and dance. I was like, oh my gosh, one of these jokers.
That's funny.
That's what they do. They get you to, you know, jump through hoops with gasoline draws.
Right.
So yeah, so hopefully everything works out with that. You know, I don't know. I mean, I think it'll be a pretty decent deal. We worked it out to where he needs to get about $1,500 at closing so he can pay his attorney, so that he can pay back from his mother passed away and he inherited the property and they had to go through probate or some stuff. So he owes his attorney like $1,500. So that's really all he really wants to get out of the house.
Sure. Okay. Just to be able to pay those fees, those legal fees.
That's what he says. So I'm like, you know, it sounds good now. We'll see if you sign this paper and go to closing.
Right. Right. That's the key. That's the key. Absolutely. That's good.
Yeah. Although I think they might have, hopefully they didn't create another problem, because this same owner, you know, like I said, he inherited the property, and that same attorney that he was dealing with told the person that I'm dealing with to put his brother and sister on the deed too. So hopefully that doesn't create a problem or create more liens or, you know, any kind of issues coming forward. You know what I mean?
Right, right. Do they did they recommend dang it. Now I'm all of a sudden I'm going blank here. Is it called silent not silent listing? Dang it, like silent notice or something. I've heard of this before.
It's about a quiet title suit or something?
Quiet. I think it's called quiet title.
Well, that probably wouldn't work for this particular deal, but it may be something. But this one here, like I say, I don't know if it's going to be an issue or not, but for right now, it seems like it's going to work out. But, you know, as long as the brother or the sister don't decide, oh, yeah, we want something out of a house. Because the guy, like I said, the house been vacant for 2 years. So he's been taking care of it, raking leaves, shoveling snow, cutting grass, electricity, and everything else that comes along with home ownership. So he's kind of, you know, and nobody's helped him with it. The brother or the sister, nobody else. So it's like, it's his baby. So now they might want to pop up and say, yeah, we want something out of it.
Of course.
But we don't know.
I mean, they can have them just sign off, say, hey, I don't claim any interest in it and stuff, you know that.
Yeah. I just wish that attorney never told them put them on the deed, because they were saying just in case something happened to him, he didn't want to have to go back through another probate. That's what.
Right. Yeah, true. I get it. But man, that does suck in this situation. Big time. Looks like we got a few folks joining here on the Zoom call. We got Shantae Hawthorne. We got John Lofton. We got Bob. Is it Kubler?
Where they at? Let me see some faces.
Yeah, faces, some voices.
How you guys doing today?
Is that John?
Yes, sir. How you doing today?
Hey, not bad. John, how are you doing?
Doing good.
That ain't John. I don't see him.
I don't see him. I hear him.
That ain't John.
I'm having a bad hair day, so
Do like me and put on a hat. I'm gonna send you a hat.
There's John. There's John. Hey, Shantae, you got no business talking about bad hair day. That's my everyday, man. I got that no hair day.
How about no hair? How about this?
This shave.
Shave it off. What's up with you, John? How you been?
Doing good. How you doing?
All right, man. Trying to make it out here. You working on some stuff or what?
Yeah, that's all you can do.
That's all we can do is try to make something happen.
Yeah.
I know that's
Where
right.
you at, John? You're St. Louis local too, right?
Yep. I was at one of the meetings down at Hooters. Guess pre-COVID. Yep.
That's right. I remember your face looked familiar, so I was like, "Yeah, I know that guy." I think
Yeah, I was down there a couple times. Yep.
Okay, good. Yeah, you're working on some good stuff.
I haven't really been doing anything lately. Just managing my existing portfolio. Just trying to maintain.
Sure.
I had a couple of tenants run into financial issues, but it hasn't been as bad as I thought it would be. But.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was wondering, how's that going with your existing portfolio?
Wow. So you got a lot of houses, or what do you hold? About 50 houses or what?
No, not that many, man. No, I have about 15. Most of all of them are in North County.
Okay.
To buy and hold.
North County, where the action is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I got
Kenneth Darby. Kenneth Darby's joining us. You're on mute there, Kenneth. Sorry.
Yeah, when you enter in, you're on automatic mute. And anybody that's watching that want to join in, the link is in the description too, of the Woke Real Estate Investing Group there.
Awesome. Yeah, that's absolutely right. Awesome. Where are you out of, Kenneth?
I'm in Alabama, actually. Huntsville.
Alabama?
Mm-hmm.
No kidding. What part of Alabama?
I'm in Huntsville, actually.
Huntsville. How
Yes.
is that?
Man, epic. A lot of rain these last few weeks, but it's been epic.
You build an ark?
Yeah, I know, right? I know, right? Way things going. I feel like I need to.
Hey, sell it as a boathouse.
Hey, good point. Good point.
No kidding. So how's the market down there?
Man, the market actually is good. The market is real good. Considering everything that's been going on, I feel like it really haven't slowed up any, which is pretty a good sign. We have a lot of stuff coming here. I know we have the Mazda plant coming. We got the FBI agency coming here. So a lot of people have been, it's grown tremendously. So they can't build enough houses.
That's good news, man. That's good news. Man.
So the market's on fire at the moment.
Demand.
Exactly.
And that means you can go out there and get the ones that nobody wanted for a while and polish them up real quick.
Bingo. I'm trying to put my hands on as many of them as I can.
Good deal.
Yes, sir.
Great. How long? So what do you do there? Are you how long you been in real estate investing?
I've been an investor now going on 4 years. I've been doing it pretty much. I've been wholesaling the last few years. I just now got to doing more creative finance deals like the Sub 2. I actually helped one of my good friends close on a Sub 2 deal last week. And I'm in the process of closing on one this month. So, this upcoming one in July. So I've been doing that pretty much, going strong with that, but with a wholesale background. So I've been learning a lot from Chris himself and a few other guys, but I've been taking as much of the knowledge as I can and apply it as much as I could.
Sure. That's great. Yeah, Chris is the man. When you want to learn creative stuff, man, Chris is the guy.
Yeah, Chris, my dude. He know what he's talking about.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, he do. He's my dude. Chris, I appreciate that help too, brother. That was me who inboxed you about that insurance.
Yeah. Tell us about how that was going.
Man, that's crazy. I never heard of this. My good friend of mine, like I say, his first time, actually a real estate agent. So I was able to help him be able to get a Sub 2 deal on the contract. And he was going to take it on, which he kept. So everything went good as far as the closing and all that good stuff. But the only hiccup came about is when the seller went to go add my guy as an additional insured. But when he went to go do that, the insurance agent at that time was like, we cannot add him as additional insured because he have no relation to the property. I like, how is that? I like, is a non-owner occupied policy, correct? The lady like, yes. I like, so well, how is it that he cannot be added as an additional insured? Then she went to say that they had to cancel a policy, which the seller, oh man, there's so much going on with this one. The seller ended up emailing the lady over the documents, the warranty deed after the closing, showing where my guy was the owner. So they automatically canceled him out and put my guy as the main insured and pretty much took the seller off the policy altogether. I like, oh my God.
See, that's the kind of stuff that'll make you get a loan call due or something silly.
Real quick.
No, I don't know.
Real quick. So he got me on the phone with them and I was talking to him. So I like, so is there any way we can get the seller, I said the seller name, added on as an additional insurance? So we still gonna keep it as a non-owner occupied insurance policy, but we want to get this guy added as an additional insurance. She's like, I don't think we can do that. There's no way he related to the property as far as he's no tenant and all that. I'm like, huh? I never heard that. I never knew it had to be a reason why someone had to be added as an additional insurance. Like, there's no way you can do that. She like, no, we can't do this. No, I never heard of that before. I like, oh, okay.
What insurance company is this?
It's I'll tell you the name real quick.
It must have been. It's probably somebody who don't do these deals.
Exactly.
Right.
Baldwin Mutual. That's the name of it. Never heard of them before. So yeah, we going another route. So that was helpful on your part, giving me the information. And yeah, man. So I never heard of that before. I'm like, huh? Like I never heard of. I told her that. I've never heard of no one being able to be added as an additional insured. They're like, yeah, you have to send me the warranty sheet, show me where he's on the mortgage, on the deed. I'm like, huh? Like, nah. Like that don't even sound correct. I'm like, okay. I like, is there anyone we can talk to besides yourself? She's like, no. I'm like,
wow.
And
I mean, do they know you bought the house subject to, right? They know there's a loan. That's his relationship too. Do they know that?
Exactly. I said we pretty much taking that. I told her that we actually taking over the loan. We just buying it subject to the loan that he already have in place. They're like, yeah, but we seeing where it's been purchased for $61,000. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I like, yeah. At that point, my patience was kind of thin. So I'm like, okay, we will get back in contact with you guys sometime tomorrow. So that's what we're doing. He's just gonna cancel that out altogether and go somebody else.
Yeah, that's why I say, you got to have that real estate dream team. You got to have good people on your team so that you can do these types of creative deals, because it's not for everybody. If you get, some major company like, I don't know, one of these companies you see on TV, they may be like, no, we don't do that. Or I don't know what that is. You got to deal with people who deal with investors that are investor friendly. And that's why I said you go try to use that company, NREIG, or what is it? National Real Estate Investment Group. National Real Estate Insurance Group. I'm sorry, Insurance Group. That's what the I stand for. And they do all of my policies there. And they don't care how you take title. It can be in a trust. It can be in an LLC. It can be in your personal name. They don't care. They do the additional insured. You just let them know that you're buying a house subject to, and they'll make sure everything's set up. They can set up your escrow accounts to where you can actually get all of your, like my payments are already set up in escrow. When I transfer a deed, I want to keep it in escrow and just keep paying it. I don't want to separate anything. I want everything to be just as smooth as it was with taxes and insurance and things like that. So yeah, National Real Estate Insurance Group. That's the company I use.
Most definitely. That's exactly what I'm going to be going to here from here on out.
Awesome.
And yeah,
that's a great story.
Yeah, it was a crazy story, man. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, man, you learn something every day in this business. That's why I love it, for one, because you always learning every day. Right. And that definitely was a learning experience on my end. That was the whole creative finance thing was kind of foreign to him anyway. So me just telling him exactly how it's broke down and how to structure the deals, and him going to get one and needing my help to structure it. That was all mind blowing for him. Then this right here happened today. That really blew his mind. He didn't know what to do. So I was able to kind of help him. I was kind of help calm his nerves a little bit and try to get on the phone with the insurance people, which that was a a bust because they didn't know what they was talking about. So that was good to have people in your circle that you can reach out to, like Chris and other good people that you can reach out like, hey man, I got a question for you, and they get back with you, man, and was able to help us out in that situation. So I'm definitely appreciative of that.
Absolutely.
They try to give you a runaround.
Yeah, man, for sure. I'm like, oh my God. Like, I was hard talking to insurance policy than it was trying to find a title company or insurance attorney out here that can close the deal. It was easier finding them going through an insurance policy.
Right. How did
your
your
national real estate insurance group? Is there like a local broker for that, or do you just call their national 1-800 number?
so they're NRIEG.com or National Real Estate Insurance Group, whatever those letters are to spell that out. .com is the website, and they do policies all over the United States. They only do non-owner occupied, so they're only special for investors. They're not for regular people. So that's what you need, somebody who can handle it and hook you up.
So basically, kind of like Foremost or American Modern.
I'm not sure. I've always used them from day one, so I don't know what other people do. I mean, it's most of the policies are pretty cheap too. $50-$60 stuff like that a month, or But like I said, I get them escrow. I have them send that bill to the bank, just like it was done before I got to the house. If it's a house subject to.
Oh, good.
And they can handle all of that without no drama. They'll email you back, call you back, whatever.
Oh, good. I'll check them out. Appreciate it.
They got to send me a commission now. I had to send them some people.
Gotta set up that affiliate program, brother.
Set up that affiliate.
That's right. Oh, we gotta keep it on the down low. I know no promising upselling or selling anything on this guy. No.
How did you, Kenneth? How did y'all find that deal anyway? That subject to deal. How did you find it?
Actually, my real estate guy, he actually brought it to me because I was interested in it, and he brought it to me initially. Like I say, he's an agent. As a client of his that he was representing, but he found out that the guy really didn't have no equity in it whatsoever to sell it, and he shot it my way, see if I was interested in it. After I ran the numbers on it, I like, yeah, I definitely take it because it was cash flow. I like, yeah, I definitely step into it. Then he got the bright idea, like, hey man, how about I keep it? I like, huh? He was like, but I'll pay you. So he paid me a fee just to teach him like to do the paperwork and all that. So I'm like, all right, bro, we can make it happen. So that's what we did. He was able to give me a fee for just showing him how to structure the paperwork and go through with the deal. And he got his first rental property.
But what about all the people that are afraid? Like, should I get my license? Is that going to mess me up from doing deals? He wasn't afraid, huh?
No, at all. That's one thing I liked about this guy, man. He seen me a lot doing a lot of stuff here in the Huntsville area, and he just reached out to me. Well, actually, I reached out to him a while back and told him, as far as, hey, man, got kind of proposed how I can pay him if he brings some leads my way. And we've done a few deals together like that, but he was like, yeah, man, I want to learn more about this. I just don't
how long has he been an agent for? A while or something, or no?
He actually brand new on the block, man. He been an agent not even a year yet.
And them the ones that be hungry. They come in the game swinging and be like, I'm ready to do some work. Everybody else be like, man, I'm afraid to lose my license, man. Do this business, stop being scared.
Yeah.
Get this money.
Yeah. He has no fear. That's one thing I like about him. He has no fear whatsoever. He was like, no, man, I'm working on some more, man. He like, yeah, I want to pretty much send one your way that I'm working on. So I'm like, all right, brother, bring it my way. Let's do it.
Wow. Crazy.
Yeah, man.
So that creative real estate changes the game, huh?
Yes, sir. And one thing I like about him, his broker is pretty awesome as well, because they really like agents being able to do anything outside besides just a broker. So they support any kind of creative transactions that they may have. So like most companies, I think the ones here, Keller Williams, they don't want their agents to be no kind of investors whatsoever. So he would have brokers where they agents can also do investing outside of the broker.
Because I was just talking to I think what's her name, Lily. She was like, yeah, I want to do deals like this too, but I don't want to lose my license and this and that. I'm like, what, your broker won't let you do it? No, go to another broker. That's what I said. Go get another broker. You know, ain't got to be up there. You ain't finna hold me back in life talking about I can't do business.
Exactly, man. Exactly. So,
but you know, to each his own. What do you think about that, Rich?
That's I mean, it baffles my mind. It's it reminds me of I don't know. I don't mean to speak completely ill will of real estate agents, but there are some out there who don't get real estate investing. So I don't know if it's a mindset where it's like, look, I don't want you to improve yourself because I don't know this. I don't know what it is. It doesn't make any sense to me.
A lot of times people are scared of stuff that they don't understand. So it's just that they don't understand it. So they're naturally scared.
That's true. That's true. I mean, I'm of the mindset. I'm of the collaboration mindset. I think if I was a real estate broker, I would encourage my agents, hey, if you see a deal that's not something we can list and you want to look into it as an investor, go for it, and then come back and share that knowledge with the team. Maybe other people on the team can increase their wealth, increase their knowledge. That's my mindset. But I don't know.
You know what they say? A confused mind always say no.
No, right off the rip. You can't be confused. You try to pitch it to them. So this how it kind of works. We just leave alone kind of in your name. We just gonna kind of you start talking like that. They're like, nah, that sounds like something illegal.
Yep. You lost them a long time ago after that.
Something that's hard for people that their first instinct is no. It's hard to change that initial reaction or that initial response from no. But all you have to do is change. Anytime you would say no, say, tell me more. If you say, tell me more, it isn't like, hey, I don't understand. What do you mean? But it's at least you're not going right away to that no. But you're opening your mind to at least hear out the other side a little more, and then you can decide yes or no. At least you're not initially saying.
Wow. So that means being positive, being proactive.
Right. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
I struggle with that. Earlier, not like when I was in my teens, but I mean, even earlier in my real estate investing career, if something just initially didn't sound like a deal, I'd be like, nah, I'm not interested. I'm going to move on to something else. But now I'm at least like, tell me more. I'm trying at least. I'm still not perfect at it. I'm going to try to do. Tell me more. Tell me more.
And come to find out, some of those deals end up being some of the best deals you can get.
Yep.
The ones everybody run away from, like, oh, I don't know. Well, figure it out. You shouldn't be afraid to want to learn something more or learn something new, especially in this real estate space. This thing's wide open. It ain't like secrets anymore. We got the internet. You can learn anything on this thing.
Right.
Look at that. You hear that your chain just went off? Internet. Nah. Money coming in. Nah.
That's right. I mean, you got a third monitor there, right, Chris, with your constant rolling of all your other streams of income from the internet, just cling, 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 cling.
Cling, cling, cling,
That's
cling,
right.
cling.
Exactly.
Several phones. It don't matter. Double L, Laura, what up?
Laura Lennington.
Hey, what's up, everybody? How you guys doing?
Not bad.
Doing good. How you doing?
Good. I held off starting my chicken wing dinner until y'all said hi to me instead of going.
I was waiting. I was waiting here.
Got my bowl of ranch.
You always got, every time you got something good to eat, don't be sharing it with us.
It's because I do intermittent fasting, so I eat later in the day, and when I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go. And I love being on the call, but it's also food time. It's go time.
Sure.
So I know I found that today. I'm like, I'm always either cooking or eating and cooking on this call.
Nothing wrong with that.
So yeah. Anyway, hey, I just wanted to echo what Chris and Rich were just saying about as far as turning things that don't look like a deal into a deal. Guys, I've been doing it. I've been doing it for the past 6 months. I mean,
Uh-oh.
She did that, though. They said, you've been doing it for the last 6 months. Do this. Wow.
Right. Here's what you need to do. Click.
Listen to me. If you do exactly what I say.
Right.
We're all going to get an email from Laura that says, if you want to learn more, click this link.
But wait, if you act now, we'll double your order.
Yeah. 6 payments of $199.99.
That's right. Equal monthly installments.
It would normally be $197, but we're going to knock it down to $97 today only.
She's going to drop something heavy on us, too.
That's
and
right.
she's back.
That's going to get the awkward silence at any real estate conference. When you hear the 6 payments of blah, blah, blah.
Exactly. we see what you did, Laura. You've left us on the edge so that you could introduce your promotional package. She did it again. She did it again.
Poof.
That's great.
She say, "Watch this magic trick."
Yeah.
Yeah. So
we
yeah.
have Susanna. So, am I saying your name right? Is it Susanna? Susanna? I know you're on mute. I apologize. And no video too.
Susana.
Susanna.
Is Susanna
Yes.
here really? Where? I don't see her.
I'm here, right here, just eating an apple.
Hold on, let
I
me
hear
see.
her, but I don't see her.
Hold on, is that her? There she is. Hey.
There she is. How's it going, Susanna? How are you?
Good, good, good. Thank you. How is everybody?
Doing
Are you in a
good.
different state because it's pretty sunny there?
That's California somewhere. It's sunny outside.
Where are you at?
Florida, Panama City Beach.
That's right. That's
nice.
right.
All right.
We were
What?
talking on Facebook earlier today, Susanna, weren't we?
Yes, we did.
That's
You have
right.
any properties down in Florida for sale?
I'm new. I'm trying to learn it the more I can.
Awesome.
I am no real estate agent. I am investor.
Okay. Great.
How long you been doing
No
it?
properties down there.
Okay, I have my first flip going on to the market. My first rehab. I've been rehab houses for owners for many years. I do own a construction company, remodeling. So it's time for me to start to do it on my own deals.
Right.
Yeah, I have one in Fort Lauderdale. I'm looking to get a couple more down there.
I used to live in Wellington, South Florida, West Palm Beach County.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
Yes, I moved from there 7 years ago. I used to live there 13 years. Miami, West Palm Beach, Boca Raton, all
Yeah,
that. But it's so crowded. It's so crowded right now, that area over there for me. No more.
Yeah, that's a tough market.
And where you guys at?
So I'm based out of St. Louis, but I actually have a property down in Florida, but I'm based out of St. Louis. Most of my properties are here in St. Louis.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm
You
in,
and I talked earlier. I'm in St. Louis area.
and I would say I'm in the place that they're trying to change the name of, called St. Louis. There might not be named St. Louis much longer.
Right.
They tried to change the name?
Yes, they don't want King Louis.
Some of them are. Some folks.
I don't know, but you never know.
You know, yeah. Tell me more.
Exactly. There's always
All right,
more.
that's a good.
Tell me more. Okay.
But Kenneth's not from St. Louis.
I'm from Alabama, Huntsville, Alabama.
What part of Alabama? I am very close.
Huntsville.
I going to Dothan.
Oh, Dothan. Oh, yeah. You look further down. Well, look further. Yeah, look further down. Dothan, Alabama.
It's closed.
Hey, Chris, you guys know, man, I used to play ball in St. Louis when Rams was there. So,
Really?
That is you, ain't it? You used to play.
yeah, I played with. I played for St. Louis for what, 3 years? 3 years.
I remember you.
That is your. So you need to change your name to say the Kenneth Darby.
Hey, nah.
No, how was that? Did you enjoy yourself?
I hated St. Louis the first year. No offense. Hey, I was coming. But you gotta understand, I was coming from Temple. Cause I was playing in Temple my first 2 years, year and a half. So I come from that weather to St. Louis. It was totally different.
Wow.
It was totally different. So yeah, I didn't like St. Louis the first year, but after the first year, I fell in love with it, man.
What year were you here?
I was there from 2007 to 2011.
Oh, okay. A year
Mhm.
before.
Yep. The Show Me State.
That's right. That's right. Show me state.
Hey, y'all still had that pizza place though, right? What's the
Emos.
Emos.
Yeah, man.
The square.
Yes. I was
Enjoy.
craving that pizza when I left, man. When I came back home, I'm like, oh my God.
That's good to hear.
They can mail it to you.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll mail it to you on what you call that ice? I can't think of the name of it, but yeah,
the dry ice.
Yeah, dry ice. Yeah, they can mail it to you. Yeah.
Oh wow!
Word, I didn't know that. Man, I need to write that down.
Kim's like, I'm dropping off the call. I'm going to their website and ordering some pizza.
Right.
You got a pizza tip on the real estate call.
I did not know that. I'm gonna check into that.
That's funny. That's awesome, man. No, that's great. We got a lot of experience, wide array of experience here. Laura's been doing this a while. Chris been doing a little bit now.
I'm coming up on my 2-year mark. I think about a week or now. I think in July is when I hit my 2-year mark.
Hey, when you don't say months anymore, you're a veteran.
For sure.
23 months, 17 days, 4 minutes, and 6 seconds. No.
Like a baby. It's 26 months.
Yep. I closed my first deal August 31st of 2018. It seemed like the 2 years went by quick. God.
Yeah.
You've done a lot in 2 years, man. You've done
the way you do it, brother. You never would have known you've been doing it only for 2 years.
I know. And that's, I would, shoot, man, you should wear that. And I know you do, but wear like a badge, man, showing people that, look, you don't have to be doing this for 10 years to make it work. You can make it work, hit the ground running.
Oh, yeah. Right. And I know people that do way better than me. I'm like, man, I'm all right. I know some people that wait and have been doing about the same amount of time as me, about 2 years. Say, dang.
Not to mention somebody who's not on the call, but like Mac, I think I saw a post in Max Maxwell recently. He hasn't been doing it like tens. I mean, he hasn't been doing it 10 years or anything, right?
He got about 3.5, almost 4 years in.
Yeah, because I think what I saw was he was showing some old checks, and he's like, I'm not bragging, I'm just trying to show you that it wasn't that long ago, because he was showing off the date, So yeah, I mean, you would think that guy had been doing it for a super long time too.
And that's why I even tell people. I mean, it's my new saying. I hope it. I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, but I tell them, drop out of school, drop out of college, go learn real estate. You're wasting your time, whatever you're going to studying right now. Just drop out and go learn real estate. That's how serious this stuff is.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I want to be a bio something wobbable. Go learn real estate.
Yeah.
And pay for that if you want to do that still.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, I'm in a tough place. I've got a son who's going to be a senior in high school, and obviously I'm pushing him to college, and he wants to go to college. He'll fine with that. I'm like, well, you're going to learn this business too, so you've at least got a plan B to fall back on.
Yeah, especially the way this economy go.
Right.
Hey guys, I think I'm back on with some success now. Sorry about earlier.
Are you going to blame your internet?
I'm going to blame my puppy, even though I don't even know if it was her fault.
He kept hitting that red button. Thinking it was her fault.
My side buttons were on my desk, so I think every time I pushed to do something on the screen, it pushed me off. Yeah. So sorry about that. I'm not very good at Zoom, I guess.
Zoom 101. No.
And I mean, I don't have a lot to say. That was my puppy. Just wanted to say, keep doing creative stuff. Keep asking those questions, like ask for more information. And then if you don't have what looks like a traditional wholesale deal, I've been having a lot of luck getting extremely transparent with my sellers and saying, hey, look, I've done deals like this. I've helped people like that. And, I've got a buyer's list and I've got partners. And are you open to doing something creative with me or my partners? And you just wouldn't believe how often those answers are yes, or let me know how that works or whatever. It's just totally opened my eyes this year in 2020. How many more deals I've done this year compared to all these other years where I was only doing cash offers. You know what I mean? So just wanted to echo that, and there's a ton of knowledge on this call. So thank you all for having me. I appreciate it.
You added to it.
Yeah, you just never know what a seller gonna say. I really, one of my coaching students right now got a deal she's working on, and the lady says she'll sell it for what she owes, and she'll make the next 5 or 6 months monthly payments. I say, what? She gonna give you the house, and you don't have to start making payments till next year? Lock that thing up yesterday. I'm sure we could figure something out to do with that house within 6 months.
Right.
Oh yeah.
There is motivation out there, and what I've always said, I've said this since before nowadays, is I just always, when I'm dealing with sellers, I just try to make a friend first, because I know that money's in the follow-up. And, if they didn't like me at first, then they're not going to like me when I follow up. right? And of course, I'm just like a friendly person anyway. I'm not trying to go around and be a jerk to anybody, but that's been so key for me. Even when my initial offer has maybe even offended somebody, a cash offer they didn't like, as long as they didn't dislike me as a person, when you follow up in 6 months or a year or hey, year and a half, 2 years, at least they aren't, at least their perspective usually is they're more open-minded because they still got the house. And now it's like a friend is reaching out. You know what I'm saying? So, but people will do business with folks that they trust and they like. Even if your first offer doesn't work, you'd be amazed what pans out in the future. That's what I've seen.
Very true. Very, very true.
Cool. Great job with your student, Chris. That's awesome.
Yeah, I need to find some of them deals. Give me the house and free 6 months. Somebody give you time to fix up the property. I ain't ever seen that. And I've seen a lot of stuff out here. Every day I learn something new. Just like everybody else. I'm like, damn, they're gonna give you a house with 6 months of free payments.
Right.
So and the house don't need much, cosmetic. I'm like, shoot. And it got a little bit of equity. I'm like, I'm sure somebody would love to move in that house and give you some money to move into there.
Crazy. You don't know. You don't know unless you put it out there. You
ask good questions and let them tell you what works best for them. I even asked it on closing calls. How do you see all this playing out, Mr. Seller? What is the best case scenario for you? How do you think this all should play out? And let them see what they think. And some people just like, man, I'm just glad to get rid of the house. Oh, really? Right here and here.
Right.
That's what you asked for. That's what you get.
That's right.
But some people say, I want this much, that much. We might be able to work that out. You never know.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. So, with those, John, you had mentioned earlier something about something with the tenants. What's going on with that? How did that play out? Are you just working with them or something to just let them get caught up?
Yeah.
Or?
So I had a tenant who he only paid rent one time since January. So I actually filed the eviction before COVID-19, but COVID-19 struck and pretty much delayed the proceeding. So I've been pretty much without rent since January of this year. So I think we're coming up on July.
Oh my! Why hasn't he paid since January?
Hey, he just ignores my calls when I go by the house. Now he doesn't even answer the door. I went by the house like about a month and a half ago and said, "Hey man, you pay me something. I mean, you can't just live for free." So he gave me $500 on the spot, but I haven't got anything from him since.
What do you think that caused it? I mean, how do we avoid something like that in the future on deals we're working on?
Well, I think he's taking advantage of the situation. He's actually been a tenant with mine for about three some years. So he's been a tenant, but a good tenant ever since then. But he did run into him and his wife had a divorce. So I think part of it is he's trying to since you get back, he's trying to get back at his wife because she's on the lease too. I guess maybe to try to ruin her credit. But yeah, it was just he pretty much just took advantage of the situation.
Did she already move out? Is just him living there now, or what?
No, it's just him.
Man, I'd be like, here, man, I'm gonna pay you $500 to get the hell out of my house. I'll pay somebody to get out of my house in a heartbeat. I'm sorry to say that online. Cash for keys, baby. You got to get up out of here. I ain't sitting up with no house with no rent for no long period of time like that. Or maybe that's just how I'll be looking at it.
Oh, you're right.
We got to work something out. I ain't finna sit up there and let you live like that for free. I'd rather give you this and you feel like you got ahead. Get the hell out of my house.
At the end of the day, you got to bribe them, baby.
Yeah. Money talks and the rest walk. That extra $500,000 might help him out. And go move somewhere else and get up out of here.
He should be out in a couple of weeks. I got a judgment, so they should evict him in a couple of weeks. So.
Oh, okay. So you did have to go through the full eviction. How did that process go? Was it smooth?
We had the court via Zoom. So they're doing St. Louis County's back to doing evictions, but they're doing it via Zoom, eviction proceedings. So he didn't show up, so I got a default judgment, and the 10 days is coming up soon. So we'll file for the sheriff to come in a couple of days.
Yeah.
Have you ever done an eviction before, or this your first one?
Oh no, I've done tons of them.
Oh wow!
I like the way you say that too. Like you're super proud, man.
Oh, there's nothing. Another day at the park.
My very first tenant that I ever had, which I think was like 2013, I had evicted her like in the first 6 months. So.
Can I ask you, what do you do to qualify your tenants?
Good question.
Pretty much, a credit check, but in a lot of areas that I do rentals in, I can't really just base it off credit. I gotta look at the way they pay their bills. Some people don't have a credit score at all, but I mean, they pay their landlord or they pay utility bills on time. So you really have to look at how people pay the bills.
Yeah.
You can't just go off a credit score.
Right. No. Yeah. I was just wondering because I use a an app called TransUnion Smart Move, and I require the tenants or the applicants to pay the fee. It's like $40 fee. Every once in a while, there's like a coupon code where it knocks off 25% or something like that, but it's $40, and it gives me a 360 report. It basically gives me a criminal background check. It gives me a credit check. It gives me eviction history, and it gives like an informal income verification. It's informal in that if they say they're a Walmart cashier, but they report $100,000 income, it pops up as a red flag for me, right? But if they say they're let's say it says they're they work in hospitality, but they're only making $10,000 a year, it might pop up a flag and says, hey, they probably make a little more than what they say they're making because of the role they play. So it at least gives me a little bit more than just a credit report. It gives me, like I said, a criminal background check, gives me the eviction report as well. It checks all 50 states, and it'll give you links.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
You know what's a good one too is a CaseNet.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I've caught all kinds of scammers in CaseNet. Yeah. Man. But I will say that everybody I ever evicted, I've always wanted to get my money afterwards through some type of garnishment. So
yeah,
I've always gotten it back at the end of the day.
Okay. Yeah.
So these are like high risk tenants or something you dealing with, or what do you mean? You said something about the area you're working in.
Oh, I was just saying a lot of the areas. So like I have quite a few rentals in Glassville Village. So that Glassville Village is one of the areas where it's just every once in a while you get a good tenant, but it's just it's like when you do get a good tenant, they usually only stay for a couple of years and they're gone.
Make them an owner. Because my tenant buyers, I don't think none of them ever gonna move out. I hope none of them never move out. They can stay to the end of time for all I care. I'll renew them every year. I don't even care. Just keep paying, and don't call me for nothing. Just make sure my money hit every month on the 28th of the month, late on the 1st.
So what you're doing you do lease options?
Yeah, I only do rent to own lease options. I do not deal with tenants, toilets, termites, property management, or none of that high risk stuff. I get a check.
How many properties have you had to take back?
You say how about it taken back?
Yeah, how many properties have you had to take back?
None. I do have one that's on the borderline that's kind of trying to take advantage of this COVID thing. He been late a little bit. I'm trying to give him a chance, but he paid a little bit of money. But I'm like, you gotta catch up, man. I don't like that. That add up real quick. The months go by. You be like, even though his payment is only like $7.95 a month, but that can add up. So I got one borderline. He owe about $3,000 now. So, yeah, once you get up to that point, because that's all he put down was $3,500. So he's even exhausted the money he put down. So he definitely got to either pay or you can't stay. So I'm gonna give him a call tomorrow, see what his plan is. Yeah. And he's so dang on crazy. Get this. So he's renting from me, right? He don't know I got houses all over St. Louis. He called and tried to buy another one of my houses.
And because your system, you get different numbers on all your different things, right? So he didn't know he was calling the same number. I mean, same person.
Just told him go ahead and send the down payment.
Yeah, send the money over. Just make it payable to XYZ LLC. Send it to this Cash App account I'm gonna make right quick now.
That is funny. Oh man.
Because I was like, I looked up the number like, wait a minute. You already owe money. And then I just went on, played it off, talked to him like regular. He ain't even recognize me, but I knew him.
Wow.
But I don't mind that. Find you another place. Either pay me or get the hell out. I don't mind it. I ain't mad at him. You just can't stay here.
Sure. Yeah, no, that's something. So Kenneth, what are you hoping to do here in the rest of 2020, or what is your focus going to be?
I'm trying to lock up before this year end, I'm trying to lock up at least 3 or 4 doors to finish this year up, so I can pretty much get us some cash flow coming in, doing more of the lease option. Like you as well, Chris, I really don't care for being a landlord as far as dealing with tenants. So that's the ideal for me. Like I said, I have one in the making right now, so I'm coming up on that goal now because I plan on closing this deal out that I'm working on next week. Well, this week actually. I plan on closing it up this week, and that's gonna be the first one out of 4 that I'm looking to get. I want 5 before this year is over with. 5 total.
Only 5? I say you go for 10, man. Go for 10.
10?
Yeah,
Well,
you got.
don't challenge me. Don't challenge me.
I'm challenging
bro.
you to
Don't
10.
challenge now. All right.
I'm
10?
challenging you. I want to stretch you out. I don't want you to be. I just want 5. Go for 10, and if you fall short and land on 5, you did good.
Good way to look at that. I like it. Let's do it. That's what's
Isn't
up.
there
I like it.
there's something about the saying that most people don't meet their goal because they set their sight too low,
True.
right? So you have to aim high to hit your goal.
Also, there's a saying I really like. It says, aim for the moon because even if you miss, you'll land among the stars.
That's right.
I really like that. Yep.
Right.
I thought
like
it was
that.
the other way around. I thought it was aim for the stars and land on the moon, but maybe I don't know.
Whatever makes sense for the person saying it.
I know.
It's only how far back you have to pull the bow. You have to pull a little further back to hit those stars.
Right.
Some stars be way out there.
That's right.
So yeah, definitely
Suzanne,
try to get you.
I know you say you're new. You've been in the construction business. You've been around real estate for a while, but you're just learning the investment part, right?
Yeah, I'm learning the investment part right now.
Okay. And is there a specific part of investing that interests you more, or you're just interested in learning all about it and then deciding?
Really, I want to learn in everything, but right now I am in the process to get more houses to flip it later on. So I have to learning how to get good deals to fix it, repair, rehab, and put it back to the market.
Okay, so you're interested in rehabbing.
Rehabbing, yes, right now.
Okay, that's great. And you said what part of the area were you gonna focus on?
Here, Florida. We don't want to go far away.
You sure? We got great deals in St. Louis.
Really?
I got 7 deals on the board right now for you in St. Louis.
Really, I don't know how can I do that one virtual. So,
right. Yeah, it's hard. It is hard doing rehabs from virtual, but
mm-hmm.
But every house we sell you, we'll throw in a free pizza.
Hey. Arepas.
Arepas?
Yeah, that's a Venezuelan cornbread, Venezuelan pizza.
Really?
Yeah.
Arepas. Okay.
Yeah. I am immigrant. I'm from Venezuela.
Are you? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Arepas.
Arepa.
Learn something new every day.
A-R-E-A-S. Arepas.
Arepas.
I'm gonna look into that. I'm gonna try to find some place that has it.
Okay.
Right.
So is it cornbread and then toppings on top of it?
Yeah, there's cornbread and it's filling with so many toppings: cheese, cherry beef, chicken, ham and cheese, anything. Scrambled eggs.
You said all the magic words.
I know my stomach growl. Don't be doing that.
Yeah, that is yummy.
You said the magic words, all of them.
Load it up.
Yeah, right now I want to do the rehabbing, and later on, when I build my capital, I want to start doing. I have at least 2 or 3 doors to have a long term. I have one vacation rental, but when this COVID situation, the coronavirus, is business coming down.
Sure. Yeah,
It's
not many people
a
renting
little bit, but it's afraid to be doing cleanings and all that every week when the virus right now.
Sure. Is your rental right on the beach?
Yes.
Hey, John, you're muted. You're muted, John. I saw you were
I'm
saying
sorry,
something.
Susanna. What city is that vacation going on?
Panama City Beach.
Panama City. Oh, okay.
Panama.
I was just I think I was just down that way. I was last August, my cousin got married and we drove down there, Panama City Beach area.
Yeah, it's beautiful. The white sandy beaches, I love it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the more close water that I found tropical.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from the water. I like it. It has to be near to the ocean.
Good. Awesome. We got Nick Johnson on the call. Nick, you're a repeat offender. You're on here a couple times. How you doing, sir?
Well, I'm sorry I'm good. I'm sorry to be a little late, but with this weather we've had, I had a little difficulty. So
No, that's
here
all
I
right.
am now.
We're free flowing. You know, hop in when you can,
Okay,
hop off when
good.
you want. You know, it's all
Right.
good. It's all good. It's probably because
All right.
you're out doing a bunch of deals, right?
Well, I wish I was, but I'm getting closer.
Good. Good.
I
You're
got-
still looking
I
for
got the-
number one,
I-
right?
I got the phone going like crazy and
Okay.
talking. So it's going to happen.
Okay. And I forget, are you in St. Louis?
I'm in St. Louis too, South City.
What so you said you got the calls are coming in and everything. What kind of things are you hearing? What are folks, what kind of deals or what kind of, I get what kind of calls? What are you getting?
I'm looking basically for off-market property that people haven't got around to listing yet or can't even afford to list it, so they're like working it on their own. So
what are you marketing? Are you marketing to a specific list, or are you just shotgunning it? How are you marketing?
mostly by like a zip code
And are you mailing?
area.
Are you mailing? Are you
I'm
cold
mailing.
calling?
I'm doing some mailing and I'm doing cold calling, and then I'm also doing yellow letters.
Okay. And when people are
Are they
calling
yellow
you,
like this though?
Yep.
I just using it as a notepad. It's not really yellow letter. I just look down like yellow letter. Oh, that's what this could be.
So which of those marketing types are you getting the most responses?
Actually, the one I'm getting the most is from texting.
Texting. So you're doing some texting too.
I get SMS texting out, and then when they respond, I call them up and start working a deal.
What kind of responses they've been giving you, Nick? Have they been being mean or nice, or what kind of responses they've been giving?
When I send out, say 100 of them, I guess, let's say, and out of the 100, I'd probably get 4 mean ones, but a few of them say, "Well, no thanks, not right now," and then I get back, and they just leave it like that, and I'm going, "Well, that's not today, but in a month or so, I'll get a hold of them again and say, well, is it time yet?" And just go through my CRM and keep track of them and just keep asking them.
So when you message them, do you put their address within a comment, or do you just say, yeah, are you interested in selling your house? Something like that.
Mostly it is just a generic one where it says, "Hi, I'm looking to buy a property. Do you have one that you would like to sell?" That's about it. But then as they follow up, then I add in the exact addresses.
Oh, okay.
Even the name and the name on top of it.
So when they respond, you can capture their number, and then you can look in your system to see who that belongs to.
Yeah, see, I'm an old school boy. I used to have pen and paper and manila folders. So now I'm getting with the electronic CRMs. Oh man,
I bet
it's a challenge, but I'm getting there.
Yeah,
right?
That's good. You jumping on in there. A lot of people are afraid, young, old, and in between. I'll be like, jump on in this game and figure it out. Don't worry about it. Just try something.
Well, just when they start this isolation, and you can't go to REI meetings and everything else. So it's kind of made it a challenge, but everybody else has the same challenge. So just go with it.
Cool. What kind of what do you feel like is your strength? Do you feel like you good with talking to sellers, talking to buyers? What do you think you're good at?
I'm getting better at talking with them to sellers. That's just when you first start out, you have your few things you want to ask them about. I want to know about this. I want to know that. Well, by the time when I get off the phone, I'm like, I didn't find out this about that property. I just always leave out at least one item. It's never the same one, but I'm getting better at having all my questions I want to have answered all filled in.
Already
That's
ready to
hard
go.
part.
Before I ever get on the phone, it's already next to me. I don't got to remember nothing. Just fill in the blank.
That's what I need.
Systems.
But I always thought if I have a straight out list, it would kind of sound rigid or computerized type of thing. You know what I mean? It's kind of doesn't have a nice flow to it, makes them feel comfortable. So that's why I don't actually write out my script.
So yeah, so what I use is something simple like this. It's kind of fill in the blanks. Repairs needed. Now, how I ask that question, repairs needed, is not gonna say repairs needed.
So,
I'm gonna say, so yeah, anything about the house you need to fix up or something, let them talk. It just gives me the reminder to ask those questions.
You're not going down the list. You're
Never.
just filling in wherever the conversation flows.
Natural conversation, fill in the blank.
All right. I like that. That's great. I like that. I'm gonna start doing that.
Never sound like a robot. Hi, I am Chris. I want to buy your house.
That's it. Yeah, right. That's right. Your success rate then is pretty low.
Yep. Who got that puppy barking?
Yeah.
Pardon?
Who got a puppy? I know that's not Laurel's puppy. He don't bark.
No,
That's mine.
Is that yours, Nick?
Yeah, I don't know. Is there some big, whenever like the garbage truck or even an Amazon delivery truck, he goes nuts.
Wow. You don't like trucks too much, huh?
And it's not cars. Or if it's a black dog walking the neighborhood, he loves black dogs, but he goes crazy with them.
Wow.
But he's just, if it's a tan colored dog, a white dog, just it's like they're invisible to him.
He probably partially colorblind. We don't know.
He likes the black labs. That's basically what I can say. A golden retriever, no interest.
I know that's right.
And he's white and black. He's a spotted dog, not a non-Dalmatian. He's got big black patches on him, and he's mostly white, and his head's black.
And he likes to bark at trucks.
Trucks.
All right, cool.
Runs,
Sandra Groves, are you related to Rich? Wait a minute.
That's my mom, everybody.
Hey, Mom, Sandra Groves. I was wondering,
she wanted to see what this was all about.
It took me the longest time to get in. I had to reset my passport, so it took me an hour. So finally, it was an aha moment. But I've been wanting to see this, see what my son does. He spends 90% of his time doing this.
You mean 9%? I got it.
Yeah, 90% of your off time.
There you go.
Very impressed.
wow. So Mama Groves. All right. You do real estate too, or you just told him to go do it all?
No, he found it. He went into it with his toes, testing the water, and then he jumped in. He's just a success. Just about, he's very successful.
And we talked about this. No proud mama moments. Now we're here about real estate.
I think proud mama moments are unavoidable.
That's right. You see, I was going to extract it. Like, so tell me about when he was 12 years old.
Right. I'm like, all right, we're done talking. Where's that mute button? Mute.
I know, I have the mute. No, I've been wanting to see a little bit about the transaction. I know there's a lot of work to it, a lot of dedication, a lot of cold calling and follow up, and a lot of money from the investors as well. So I just kind of want to know some of the basic ends, the ends. So I'm listening to you all.
You're in good hands, and I'm just popping in to say goodnight to everybody. I'm going to jump on another call, and Rich, Chris, everyone else, I'll talk to you all later.
Thanks, Laura.
Hi, Laura.
Bye, Laura. See you next 2 weeks time.
That's right, 2 weeks.
We ready for some physical, real, live, and in-person meetups. Rich, what's going on with that?
I know. I've got a call in with the Hooters manager there at Keener Plaza, and he hasn't returned my call yet. I know they're over at Dine-In, but I know the state reduced some of the restrictions. So
right.
Find out.
And I don't know if whoever's not talking, if they can mute their thing because they got that noise in the background.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah,
I don't mean to call it noise, but that's what it is.
No, you're right. But it is. Call it what it is. Yeah, so we're gonna see. I'm gonna try if we can do it safely, where people can feel comfortable doing it. Yeah, let's meet up face to face. We do a monthly meeting for those folks that aren't in St. Louis. We do a monthly meetup the first Tuesday of the month at a Hooters. That's how my group's called the Hooties House Buyers Club. We meet at Hooters in downtown St. Louis physically, and then Chris was gracious enough to join with me to do these Zoom virtual calls. So we're going to, as long as Chris is on board with it, we're going to keep doing these every other Tuesday evening. But we'll do the first Tuesday of every month. We do it like lunchtime. We do a lunchtime meetup at a Hooters in St. Louis. So Ken, Susanna, if you're you're ever in the St. Louis area, John, I know you've been there a couple times. Nick, you need to come on out to the Hooters Kenner Plaza, check us out too.
Okay, I'll do that one day. When is it?
I'm gonna double check. I'll post if you're not a member of the Hooties House Buyers Club on Facebook, join us on Facebook, and I'll communicate all that. Just to let you know. Especially because if we don't increase the face on that Tuesday, June 7th, we'll still have a virtual 11:30 a.m. Central Time call via Zoom. That's what we've been doing during this whole COVID thing, but it's kind of right now. It's like, is it going to be virtual or is it going to be real, face to face?
July 7th. You mean July 7th?
Did I say June? I'm sorry, I meant July. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good catch.
Like, oh man.
Good catch. No, we're going to go back in time. We're going to go back. We're going to go back pre-COVID. Okay, we're going to go like December of last year.
COVID-free zone. Yeah, I just got a text
sorry
message.
about the noise.
Oh, no problem. Yeah, I just got a text message earlier
Our
saying
daughter came by with the granddaughter, so the dog was going crazy. So sorry about that noise.
Sure. Would you get a text message, Chris?
Yeah, I got a message from one of the people here to do the auctions. They said we're having a live auction August 4th. So I guess in August, they're going to be going back doing live stuff. So hopefully that happens everywhere. We'll see.
Is that the tax auction?
No, that's a storage auction where they open up the door and sell all the junk that somebody didn't pay their rent on, and I come in and buy it for $5 and take it all and go make a bunch of money with it.
I'm talking on Zoom.
You play Storage Wars.
Storage Wars, that's right.
Storage Wars via Zoom?
No, it's I actually have streamed it before. I streamed it on what did I stream that on before? I think either on Facebook. I did them last month when I went to them, but that storage auction was a little different because we had to go to it, sign in, and then they went to the lockers, open the doors up, and then we had to bid on the phone. But this one here, they didn't say all that. They just said live auction August 4th. We're back in action. I said, oh, okay, let's go do it.
Nice.
You ever got a lot of nice stuff on there?
I bought so much stuff, it makes my head spin. I bought over 300 storage lockers in life. So,
wow, you gotta keep your store full, man. You gotta keep your store full.
Yeah. Well, sometimes. I mean, we've got some nice stuff. I mean, you just never know what you'll find. I mean, you'll be amazed at what people pay rent on for long periods of time that lost value in the second or third month. So it's really kind of.
I'm on mute now.
Sorry, yeah.
I was like, who the heck's he talking to? I didn't know.
You have a store, Chris, where you sell the stuff?
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
You have a store where you sell the stuff at?
Yeah, so I have a whole store here in St. Louis. We sell furniture, collectibles, antiques, all type of stuff. We have over 10,000 items for sale at all times. So anything to go in the house, we got it.
Where's that
located at?
It's at Woodson and St. Charles Rock Road, 3217 Woodson, up near the airport or not too far from there. We just moved from downtown to there right before COVID. So we've been delayed opening from that, but we're kind of open too on the weekend. So, people buy a lot of stuff online. So
share that with me, Chris. I want to see what do you have.
You got a Facebook group, don't you? Or you got a Facebook presence?
Yeah, so St. Louis CG. So STLOUIS CG. If you just search that, you'll find the Instagram page, the website, everything. The St. Louis Consignment Gallery. But it's
St. Louis SG?
CG for St. Louis Consignment Gallery.
CG?
Yep. StLouisCG.com, that's the website. Or at St. Louis CG is the actual handle for social media.
Oh, nice. I'll check it out.
Yeah, we try to keep everything streamlined and simple. It used to be STLConsignmentGallery.com, but that's too long. People don't know how to spell consignment, so StLouisCG.com.
Good thinking. Good thinking,
Shorten
man.
your stuff up. I see people do that a lot too with their company names and stuff like, oh, this. I'm like, people can't spell, man. You got to make that stuff simple.
And even worse, they can't type.
Oh, that too.
They know how to spell it, but oh, dang it.
So everybody is in St. Louis, huh?
Right now we are. Yeah, you're the only non-St. Louis person on the call, which we're excited about.
Who else is still on here? I was just 6 left. Okay.
Yep. Do we have anybody on? I'm going to check my Facebook because, believe it or not, it is actually streaming live on the Hootie's House Buyers Club Facebook group too. So I'm going to check and see if anybody's commented there. But Chris, do you have anybody commenting or questioning?
Let's see. Any questions over here on the stream? Somebody said, guys, can you please mute your audio if you're not speaking at the moment? The feedback is bad. Thanks. I already said that, but let's see here. They said they were taking advantage of you earlier, John, about your rent. Somebody said they're trying to take advantage of it. Let's see who else. If y'all got any questions or anything, put them in here. They're making comments, but no real questions right now. If y'all have any questions about anything we're talking about, drop it in those comments. We'll try to address it, answer it, help you out any way we can while we're here. Because it's a wealth of knowledge. I want to pick John's brain. I want to pick Susanna's brain. I want to pick Miss Grove's brain. I want to pick Rich Grove's brain. And Nick, we want to pick his and the puppy that's barking in the background.
Dorian James, why aren't you on the actual meeting, buddy? I think I saw him on there. No, but no. So Steve Wandling out on the Facebook group just wanted to, Steve, you gotta join the call if you're gonna talk about your business, man.
Yeah, Steve. I try to have him cut some grass for me. I couldn't find his number. If he was doing these streams more often, I would be able to find him.
Exactly.
I had 2 yards needed cut. He could have did them. I already got it done now.
He does clean outs and demoing, power washing, all that kind of stuff, landscaping. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm
not too much.
Anybody your phone number, Steve.
He got to show up and win, right?
That's right. There's no, the door prizes we give out. You have to be present to win.
That's right. If you don't show up, that's life. You got to show up to win. Most people don't want to show up, but we want all the benefit. Show up.
That's true. And in all seriousness, Steve is a great guy. I'm giving him a hard time, but I do want him to come onto these calls. I know he's a hard worker. He's probably working his butt off today. Probably as long as there's daylight, he's probably doing some kind of job. But if you're interested in at least finding out what Steve's doing, he did post something out on the Hootie's House Buyers Club site, letting you know what he does. He wanted to know, though, he did ask a question, who brought the wings? So
what? Y'all better not be having no wings and then tell me.
I know. We're going to say Laura. Laura brought the wings, remember?
Yeah, and ate them all up.
Yeah, she did. She did.
So cool. So I guess that's so Susanna say she'd like to do that fix and flip. John loves to do that buy and hold. So you do only traditional rentals, is that right, John? Oh, you're on mute right now.
Sorry about that. So about a year ago, I got into a vacation rental. So I bought my first vacational rental down in Fort Lauderdale. So I've been renting out short term. So I rent out daily, weekly, a month. So I've been actually I eventually want to have all vacation rentals or all properties, in vacation areas.
They make a lot more money than a regular rental, don't it?
Yeah, definitely. They don't have to worry about evicting anybody because they already got a ticket on the way home, before they come. So,
so what do you do? List those up on like Airbnb and VRBO and those type of sites?
Yeah. So I pretty much list on those places and sometimes might rent on the MLS. So actually I got a guy off the MLS. I had my agent put on the MLS right when COVID-19 hit, and I had him stay there for 3 months. But now there's actually people that are actually back to on Airbnb doing it daily and weekly. So I'm back to the Airbnb now.
Wow. So that this crisis didn't mess up none of that?
No, it was actually perfect timing. Right when it hit, that's right when I went to MLS. So,
wow, you dodged that bullet.
Yeah.
Nice. That is nice.
So more vacations.
Susanna, how are you planning on? I mean, obviously, you want to get into the fix and flips, the rehabs and everything. How are you planning on finding your deals?
I don't know. I just find one deal knocking my neighbor's door.
Okay.
So yeah. I fix it and I put it on the market with my real estate agent. So I'm waiting for that. It's only been 30 days on the market. I'm waiting to sell that soon. We have an open house on Saturday and Sunday. So look like he's marketing the property.
Okay.
And then I have like one vacation rental, like I say, but I need to move in more. It's so slow. I need to do more.
Sure.
Susanna, when you list them, what do you do? Try to get the top of the market? You try to get full blown retail or above it, or how do you do that? Or you let your agent figure that part out?
Can you repeat? What do you mean?
So I'm meaning, say you fixed up a property, you want to put it on the MLS. Do you put it up for like market value, a little bit more? You try to aim high and beat whatever the market is doing. What do you do as far as selling it?
It's exactly on the market. What is your recommendation?
Well, you know, every market is different. I don't know how they work there. If you're in an appreciation market or, you know, what type of market that is there. I mean, in Florida, I would think they would pay more, you know, for some things, you know, if you fixed it all up nice and neat and 2020 standards, you know, to this year's standards, I would think it would be something where people would pay a little more for. Maybe that's just my thought process.
Yeah. Yep. I think that's right. I mean, why not? You know,
the most they'll ever pay you is what you ask.
Why people is not investing too much in Florida? Why? No, I don't see so many people invest in Florida. People is investment more in Midwest.
Because it's expensive. How much it costs? What's that house selling for that you're selling right now?
That one is $229,000.
I can buy 5 houses with that same money. 6 houses with that same money. Maybe really the way I do business, I could buy 20 houses with that same money.
You get a house here for $10,000 and put 5 or 6 into it. And
How?
It's just how the market is. It's a rental market, or it's just not. It's not expensive like the coast. That same money you spent on that, you can do 5 houses easily.
Yeah, I get a renter for $800 a month on $10,000 house that only needs 5 or 6 into it.
Okay, how can I live in all that?
You said, how can you find them or what?
Yes, how can I find it?
Got to get connected.
Search high and dry.
Yeah, you got to
have to go get and drive.
No, I say you got to get connected with the people that's doing business, you know, in that market you want to invest in, you know, depending on if you want to continue flexing and flipping.
Yeah, and he said search high and dry, so you don't have to drive. Just search high and dry.
Good search. This internet connects everybody. You know, I've done deals with people out of town. I had a seller in Houston, Texas, and a buyer in California. We put the deal together. Nobody never came to St. Louis. I'm the only one here. So, you know, it can happen. Don't ever feel like I got to go do all this stuff. You can do deals anywhere, you know.
And we don't have to hire a high mortgage. So little, right?
You can do the whole thing cash. When you're talking about $20,000, $30,000, that's not that much money.
Okay.
Yeah, that's hard money.
You know, compared to 200,000, like I said, I can buy 5, maybe up to 20 houses with that same money.
Really?
Depending on the strategies, you know, and stuff. Because I do a lot of creative, so you know, I may not need to spend all that capital to get a property. But with that kind of
cash out and buy a couple more.
Yeah, you could that money could be flipped 20 times. Why you do one deal, that same money could have been used 20 times over.
True. And it's going to come down to your comfort level. How comfortable are you managing a rehab from a remote location? You know, that kind of thing too. Unless you take off the time to come up here and stay while it's being rehabbed or something too. But they're right. I mean, the amount, you know, your return on investment is so much higher here just because of numbers, right? Like I said, you take that same $200,000 and you buy, you know, the number of houses you can buy here and rehab them and sell. You're going to make so much money more, you know, back on those rehabs.
It's no brainer.
No bueno.
Right.
Like, I don't know how anybody.
So I can get my profit, my equity, and working on over there, right?
Yep. Because I still
don't. No more mortgage.
Because I don't even understand how people do anything in California. You need what, 400,000 to touch a house out there. I don't know how you make money.
Yeah, I haven't understood that either. Yeah,
it's funny because they'll talk about, oh, and you know, if you see any of those shows, right, and they're like, oh yeah, we bought this $800,000 house or whatever, and we put $100,000 into it, and we're going to make $30,000 profit. And you're like, what's the percentage? That's not a very good percentage. You know, you can make. I mean, you can make that same $30,000 and so much less tied into the house that your percentage just blows that away.
It's no brainer.
Time and time and time again.
So where are those properties?
They're all over.
All over? Yeah, all over St. Louis. I mean, there are areas obviously you may not want to venture into, just like any town, right? Any town's got places.
Castle Point.
And they should get it for $3 grand, $2 grand, $1 grand. I don't even want. I mean, I shouldn't even say that.
Right. No. Yeah. I mean, and like I have rental properties in places that I wouldn't buy any rehab projects because the numbers don't work.
Yeah, this is a buy and hold market, Susanna. If you want to get a property and hold it and make money for the next 20 years, this is where you want to be at. Now, if you're trying to flip and do all that, that's some stuff. You can do that here too, don't get me wrong, but it's better for the cash flow. That house pay itself off in a year or two, or not even that long. In fact, all the houses I have no money in. They all just pay me. I mean, how many houses could you do like that? They all just pay you for no reason, for the work you did over the last 2 years.
You're talking about eventually, you want to do some rehabbing and then eventually having the capital to buy rentals. That's a brilliant strategy right there, is take your go ahead and do your rehabs where you are comfortable, make your money. It's going to take you a little longer to make them because, again, the percentages, but then take the money you're working and invest in a market that you can buy more doors for less money. A good percent, cap rate or return on cash return on investment.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how are you going to do those searches online?
Well, let me ask you a question, because you're talking to a few wholesalers here on the call. And I'm just curious. Since you said you're Panama City and you were looking for rental rehabs, I was like, what are the zip codes you're looking for in Panama City? What zip codes would you want to buy your rehabs in Panama City?
The zip code is 32413.
Okay.
32405.
Right.
Those are the zip code.
Okay. And the reason I'm asking is because John, I don't know if you have the ability. I know Chris does. I do too. Where we can search nationwide, any market, to find leads and find deals. And we could always. And again, I'm not pushing anything. I'm not selling anything. I'm just letting you know this is all about networking, right? You're an investor looking for rehabs in Florida. We are wholesalers I focused in St. Louis. Chris has done some virtual stuff. We could work with you and partner with you and try to help you find some good deals, and then we all help each other out. We all make some money.
Good.
And in the meantime,
you said 32415 and 32413.
Yes, this is my location right now where I am. So I prefer that. And I am thinking also to going a little bit south, near to Sarasota, Venice, and Port Charlotte.
Sarasota?
Sarasota.
I got family in Sarasota.
Oh.
That's what if they've got a house they want to sell.
Hey.
Yeah, I want to
Sarasota
go.
and where else? Sarasota, where else?
Port Charlotte.
Port Charlotte?
Port Charlotte.
Yeah.
Did you guys been near to Boca Grande?
I don't know. Boca Grande?
Mm-hmm.
I've never been there.
I don't think
I've been to Sarasota and St. Pete.
Right.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I want to be close to Boca Grande. So the closest thing that I can get in Boca Grande is Port Charlotte. Because I can afford a house in Boca Grande. That's for million people.
Exactly. Come back to what I was just saying a second ago. Stuff too high. Can't touch it.
Yep.
Not saying you can't get it. You can get them if you can get in contact with the seller that's wanting to sell or needing to sell. You know how to structure a deal. You can get a house anywhere. But that's all. Come back with this knowledge. Fill his brain up. Learn this game from the wholesale side to the creative side to the landlord side to the fix and flip side. All these different sides. Construction side. Mobile home side. All these different parts of real estate that you can do.
Okay.
It's a lot. You have to pick something and just go deep.
What did you do, Chris? What did you do?
I specialize in single family homes.
Single family home.
Yep, we buy them. We buy them either outright for cash or buy them outright on a creative type terms deal where we buy the house and we put somebody in it and they pay it off. Basically, we provide home ownership for people who cannot qualify for a loan right now. So, you know, as long as they got some money, I don't really care what their credit score is. It can be zero. If you got $20,000 down, you can pretty much get in any house I find. Because your down payment is gonna make sure you don't act right, and if you don't act right, you get to keep your money, and you can still get put out.
Right.
So
Wash, rinse, and repeat.
Can't lose. The only way you lose is don't play. That's how serious this game is. That's what I was saying earlier about. I would tell them to drop out of college and go learn real estate. That's how serious it is.
Rick, the other zip code is 33981.
33981.
That's Port Charlotte, near to Boca Grande.
So in those zip codes you just said, so what you would have to do is, you know, get some kind of marketing campaign to attract those motivated sellers, or to even see if they want to sell. You know, there's somebody in that market that's got death, divorce, disease, and all the other stuff that come along with, hey, I don't want this house, bankruptcies, all these type of people
So
with
how
pain.
I do the marketing?
Well, here, let me give you a quick tip. I don't mean to step on your.
Oh, go ahead, Rich. You got
real
it.
quick. This is the free way. Here's a free way to do it. I know you're on Facebook. We talk on Facebook. Do you belong to any of like your local buy, sell, trade groups? You know, like maybe they have a Panama City Beach, you know, what do they call it? Yard sale group, right? Or a Panama City Beach buy, sale, trade.
Yes.
Join those groups, like a couple here and there. Join one for Port Charlotte. Join one for Sarasota, and then post out there. You're looking for a fixer-upper house. Does anyone have one? And tell them you can pay cash and close quickly, or you know, whatever your situation is. Obviously, you don't want to lie. And then just simply say, does anybody have a house I want to sell? Don't post it on real estate investor sites. Don't post on real estate investor groups, because then you're only preaching to the choir. Then you're only talking to people that are real estate investors. You want to talk to Joe Schmo, you know, Nancy, you know, Doe, and see maybe their mom just passed away and they need to sell the house, or maybe they're moving and they need to sell their house. That's just a quick tip for me. That's a free marketing strategy.
Thank you. That's good.
And that's how simple it is. You have to let people know you exist. If they don't know you, they can't flow you. Period.
Now, when you are selling the house, how you do? When you have one house and you want to sell it quickly, how you do? I have a real estate agent, but I don't know. I don't believe too much in the MLS. I think he put it on the MLS and he forget about me.
I've never believed in the MLS, and I shouldn't say that on the air like that, but I mean, it is a powerful resource. Don't get me wrong, but I don't necessarily sell them. I sell them on a lease option. I don't really like get rid of them. I still own it, but I put a tenant buyer in there, and they basically put a down payment, pay me a monthly payment every month, and they get to enjoy that beautiful house. So I don't really sell them, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So I stay in the deal. I don't want to get rid of it. I want to stay in the deal and keep that cash flow going. Say your payment is $800 and you rent it for $1,200, you keep that $400 a month or whatever number it is. Versus I'm getting rid of the property. I want to keep the property. I don't want to get rid of it. I want to acquire as many doors and keep as many doors as possible.
Okay, good idea.
Versus flipping it or wholesaling it. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with it, but you gotta keep hustling and chasing that rabbit to do that. You can't never retire.
What interest you charge when you do buy owner?
You say what now?
The interest rate.
When I sell them, so there's no interest rate. So my exit strategy is a lease option. They have an option to buy, but they're basically renting the house with an option. They have to go get their own loan, which don't have anything to do with me. I don't make any promises that you'll ever be able to qualify for a loan. You have to go get your credit together or whatever. We can help people with it, don't get me wrong, but that's not my responsibility to help you get your score up, help you do the right thing every month, because most people don't. They just, you know, want to live somewhere, and they still got to live somewhere anyway. But I don't get.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
How long do you have that lease go for? 2 years, 5 years, or open-ended, whatever?
So preferably 2 to 3 years or less. You know what I mean? Most of them 18 months. You know, I don't want to go too far out because, you know, taxes might go up, situation might go up, the market shift, and I got you locked in at 1,000 when you should be paying 1,500. You know, I don't want nobody locked.
Right.
So if I want to renew you, we can up that rent in 3 years or 2 years. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I would never suggest doing 7 years and all that stuff. Some people do that, but I don't do it that way.
You don't know the appreciation of the property or depreciation, the way things are, maybe heading up, but
Yeah.
okay, thanks.
So I try to leave the door open to where we can make a deal.
So when you renting to own, you get some down payment? No.
Always. You do not move in no house of mine until you drop that non-refundable option consideration. Always. In fact, somebody just dropped off some money today to move into a house over in Ferguson that they're going to be closing next week, but they was put the money down today to hold it. So I said, that's fine. You put the money down, we'll take it off the market, and they close next week. So that's what they're going to be doing.
Good, good.
And so once that's all said and done, I'll have this much money in the deal, and I'll be making about $350 a month passive cash flow on that one little house until the end of time, for all I care.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that's the name of the game.
Usually, how much down payment we have to get?
The more the merrier. The most I've ever got out of somebody is about $20,000. My very first deal I did, somebody gave $20,000 to move into that one.
Good.
But I've seen people get upwards $50,000 and $60,000 in different markets. I've never seen that here, but like I said, you come with 20 grand, you could probably get in any house I find because I'm never going to be in it for 20 grand. I might be in it 5 grand, 3 grand, something, but I'll never really be in it 20 grand. Whatever I get more than what I got into the deal myself goes in Hip Pocket National Bank.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the name of the game. It's just managing numbers, just like everything else. Paperwork.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
I love that National Bank, man.
Hip Pocket, baby.
Wow, nice.
So like I say, the people that's closing on that deal next week, when they drop the rest of that money, that gets me completely out the deal. I have zero money in the deal, and I'll make passive cash flow on the house. I got no money in. So, how many of them do you need before you're out of a job?
Yeah. True.
So that's what I'm aiming for, to get more of those.
Sure. Hey, John, did you say have you done any deals like that, or you were structuring one or something?
No, so all my deals are pretty much. I've done a lot of wholesaling, but I pretty much just do buy and hold right now.
Right, and that's what that's what I meant for like buy and hold, even because you can, what Chris is talking about essentially is a buy and hold until eventually it's not. But I was just curious.
And then with that lease option, they say only about 10% of people ever really go get the loan and cash you out. And when they loan, and then they do go get a loan and cash me out, I get another big check on the back end of the deal. So that's why I like it, I'm the host now. I just got promoted. I guess Rich got kicked off. I'm the host. Well, welcome everybody to the Chris Monroe Show. We're now talking about real estate. He just booted himself off. At least I got an instant promotion.
He give you. So when you do that transaction rent to own, how do you contract?
So yeah, it's a very standard.
No refundable down payment, or how you do that?
Exactly. So, but we don't use that word down payment on any document. We use the words non-refundable option consideration. See, when you're dealing in legal, everything's about the words. You can't, if you say
refundable
option consideration. Now, if I was to use, if I was to use the words non-refundable deposit, that could be construed as some judge in the future that, hey, that deposit, they need to get that back, but we don't have any deposits.
Okay,
you
no
see,
deposit. So
zero
no
deposit.
Refundable option consideration.
That's correct. That's what the paperwork says. So your paperwork is everything in real estate, everything.
Mm-hmm. So what time the contract you do?
So how a lease option would work on, if I'm selling one, is 2 documents. One is a standard residential lease, the same lease you see everywhere, standard for your state, whatever that is, right? Then you have a second document. You have a second document. That's an option document that states the outline of the option. Say they put $20,000 down, they get this much time to either come cash it out or not. It says it on that separate document. You want them separate. So you want that lease by itself, because in the event they don't act right, you can go evict them just like you would do any other standard tenant. You don't have to do no foreclosures or none of that stuff. Regular old eviction, just like you would do a tenant. But you got that option that they can use in the event. And that's exactly what it is, an option. They are not required, but they can decide to go get their own loan and cash you out.
The option document, that is the name of the contract. Option document.
Lease option.
Lease option.
Yep.
Wow.
So I mean, it's just the extra strategy. It's just my favorite extra strategy. Oh, Rich just came back and made himself the host instantly. How'd he do that? And he came back muted. He's back muted.
So sorry about that, guys. Battery went dead on the laptop. I wasn't even paying attention.
I got promoted for like 10 seconds. You are the host. I said, ooh, let's go have a party.
I like that. I like it because you know, my property is empty right now. I am paying mortgage for that, and at least I need to do something, you know.
So you have a loan on it. What do you still owe on it?
I like the 50%.
And so is that a hard money loan or a regular traditional loan?
Regular traditional loan.
Do you want to cash out of it or you want to keep that loan there?
No, I don't want to keep that loan. I want to cash out.
No, I'm asking, do you really want to take that loan out of your name, or is it more about just getting that money out of the deal?
It's okay.
Because I'm saying, you know, and it's up to you. I know you got on the MLS right now, but if you were to sell that house on the lease option, you would sell it for more than what you got on the MLS right now, because they pay more than retail many times.
Oh,
because you're selling it with terms. See, when you sell something on terms, you can get more money than you can as far as just outright selling something. You know what I mean? So every one of my lease options also for at or above what it would have ever sold on the regular market. Does that make sense?
That makes sense. Good.
Yeah, so I can sell it for a little more.
I like the idea because we're renting for 3 years, so it's good.
So what's the what's the rental rate on that house? What do you think it'll rent for if you was to rent it out?
Really, for $1,300.
And what's your loan payment and stuff, or your cost will be to keep it?
My payment right now is $500.
You can cash flow $1,000 on that property every month.
Every month.
From what I just heard out of your mouth. And we don't know that. You know, it might, you know, depending on who you find, and if you did a really good job with this house, and say, and you're trying to sell it for, what'd you say, 2 something?
Yes.
What was it,
225.
So if you said 225, say, no, I'll do 239.9 on terms. That's how crazy this stuff is. They're not price sensitive, but they can be sensitive to the monthly payments. Somebody come along, drop $20,000, $30,000 down to move into your nicely renovated house. You use that $20,000 or $30,000 down, keep that there, and just let them rent that property. You take that difference, keep that cash flow, and keep that house forever. You know.
That's good.
I mean, or just pay off most of that mortgage if you wanted to. That's up to you. But I do them where I don't have the mortgages in my name. I don't have no loans in my name. But you can do it either way. It's just another extra strategy that I found that's a little bit better.
You don't have mortgage on your name, so you read.
I have 10 houses and no loans in my name.
Wow. That's good.
And 0, I don't have no money in the deals either. Because like the exit strategy I'm using, like I say, you can set it up to structure these deals to where you don't have to be tied and a slave to the marketplace, like, oh, even though we all are eventually, but slave to the MLS. Oh, I'm gonna put it on there and pray that somebody want it. They mean they gotta go qualify for a loan. They gotta go through their real estate agent, probably. They gotta put 3% down or 3.5% down, FHA loan or conventional loan or VA loan or whatever kind of loan they got. But remember, about 3/4 of the people cannot qualify for a loan. So you're selling already to a smaller pool of people. So I inverted that, and I'm selling to people who cannot qualify for a loan but got money. So if you got $30,000, $40,000 down, you can move into this bad boy. My money's out the deal now. You see what I'm saying? And you can use that money to either pay off your loan or keep the loan in place and go flip that into some other project.
Wow. So when you do that, it's no sales. What do you do when you real estate contract?
That's it. It's a lease with an option to buy. You're not selling it. You're leasing it.
No, but I mean, if you have a contract when you real estate agent and you decide to do that.
You send them an email. You say, you know what? I changed my mind. I cancel our deal.
Okay.
I no longer want to sell my property.
Okay.
Ask me how I know, because I've had people do that. Like they've had a list to say, you know what? I don't like my agent. Send an email over. Not telling anybody to do that, but they send them an email over, say, I want to cancel the deal. I don't want to sell it anymore. And then they move on with, doing whatever extra strategy they want to do. Because it's still your house. Nobody can really make you sell it, you know.
Exactly. Thank you.
But yeah, it's a powerful strategy. It's actually my favorite. So, you know.
Muy inteligente.
Mucho caliente. What was that?
Muy inteligente.
Very intelligent.
Mucho.
Yes.
Mucho inteligente. Sí,
Inteligente. Thank
sí
you.
no hablo español, but a little bit poquito.
Mojito.
Poquito.
Oh, I thought you said the only thing you know is mojito and tequila.
Only thing I eat is burritos. No, I don't know.
Oh man. And no,
Cerveza frio.
we know now about the aria. No.
You know, when I am Latina and the part where I am, we never eat tortillas or tacos or burritos. No.
And so, what do you speak? 2 languages, or how many languages you speak?
2, English and Spanish.
And you want to know something else on top of this? So, with you having that Spanish background and you learn these creative strategies, do you know how wide that market opens up for you? You know how many people that speak Espanol that want to get into these houses? A beautiful house like that one you just fixed up that got money but just can't go do it because of whatever reason they can't qualify for a loan. You could sell or finance that deal to them and make more money on it than you ever would have made selling on MLS without the commissions, without the headache, without the hassles, and get money right now. Get a check next week. That's how serious it is.
Okay. Let me see how can I post that on my Facebook group, my Latinos Facebook group.
For real, I'm serious. Like, you know, because
Spanish.
Yeah, when you
post the same thing, post that exact same phrase I told you to post.
Rent to own, right?
Yeah.
Rent to own.
Yeah, because look like that the people is afraid to have a mortgage. I don't know, but many people is afraid to be tied to something.
And that's just one way, you know. Like I said, that's just one exit strategy. You can actually sell or finance that to somebody. Because, like, say however much you got in the deal. Say you got $50,000 locked up in the deal. You can say, all right, if somebody give me $50,000 down, I'll finance you the rest. They cashed you out. You got no money in the deal no more. And your mortgage is paid off, and you still getting a check from a house you did last year. That's how crazy this stuff is. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be finding a way to stay in a deal. I don't want to get out. I want to stay. That's where the money's at.
Oh, okay. Okay. How long you been doing this, Chris?
In about a week, it'll be 2 years.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So I closed my first deal August 31st of 2018. My first wholesale deal.
How I follow you?
Chris Monroe STL on all social media outlets. Chris Monroe STL. Matter of fact.
Good job.
That's right.
Yeah, right?
Oh, yeah. I put out a lot of content to teach this stuff, too. I got over 200 videos to train on this stuff anyway on my YouTube channel. So you can just watch all that stuff and learn it and fill your brain up. You'll say, wow, it's a whole other world out here I never knew about.
I like you had. I buy houses.
That's right. I buy houses. It's gotten me some leads before. People say, hey, yeah, you buy a house? My grandma want to sell her house. That's why I said earlier, if they don't know you, they can't flow you. They got to know you're in business or you really don't exist.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
And that's in any business, not even just real estate.
You can always be telling everybody what you do. And if you can't talk to everybody, you can at least have something that tells everybody.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Let them know you.
I got t-shirts. Yeah, I got t-shirts like made up that we, with my number, and we buy houses on the back and stuff too. So yeah, I mean, that's the same premise. Yeah, you gotta always tell people what you're doing, and you can't talk to everybody all the time.
It's on your truck too, right, Rich?
Yeah, on the tailgate of my truck. Yeah.
I think I bought at least 3 houses from vehicle signs. Say, I saw a sign on there say sell your house for full price. Yeah, what you got? And they be ready to go.
Right.
You got to be marketing.
Yep. You got to. I asked everybody in the chat if you would share your obviously your name, so people say, hey, this is Rich, and my email address is this, and my phone number is this, just so we stay connected. I know other real estate groups out there have their own, like when you register with them, they keep their registration lists private. I don't like doing that. I like making sure everybody on the call has the contact information for everybody else that was on the call. So I know I didn't mention that earlier for the other folks that were on the call, but at least the folks here at the end of the call can share their information. I may start off with that from now on. Maybe I'll start, hey, when you come on, please share.
Yeah, you're all right, Rich. You can't do no wrong.
Well, thanks. I appreciate that.
So
my mom dropped off. She's the one who would normally say something like that.
There you go. You can do no wrong.
can I join your meeting? I said, yeah, but you better not start out with any proud mama crap. Just sit there and listen and see what's going on. And
I tried to extract something out of her. She wouldn't let me.
yeah, man, I tell you, tell me what was the most embarrassing thing for your son?
So yeah, I put my information in the chat. I'm pretty easy to reach. Chris@wokerealestate.com. That's my email. Chris@wokerealestate.com. I try to respond to everyone, but we get a lot of messages about a lot of stuff. But I'm always looking to network and collaborate and brainstorm and elevate and do it like that.
So like I cannot find you on Facebook.
Chris Monroe STL. Just say Chris Monroe Real Estate on Facebook. I mean, if you put in Chris Monroe Real Estate anything on the internet, you'll see my face like this.
Are we friends now, Susanna, on Facebook? Because he's on my friends list also. You should be able to find. If nothing else.
I am follow you. It's not letting me to request a friend.
Who, mine? No,
Rich.
If I say really? His too full. They got too many friends.
I gotta fix that. I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to boot off some people that don't need to be my friend.
Wow, just boot them. Let me see here. Yeah, I cleared mine out the other day. I still got 954 friend requests. Is that enough?
Holy, I know there's so many friend requests out there. It's hard to get to all of them. It's hard to get to all of them.
Can't do it. I'll be trying.
I try. I mean, yeah, I've tried. Let's see here.
All right. Any closing statements? I know we're getting into the 2-hour mark almost.
Yeah, we probably should wrap it up.
Wrap it up. All right, Nick, give us something good before you go. Drop something heavy on us, Nick.
Oh, you're on mute.
I was very informative. I just think, Chris, don't you have to have a document with the original owner of the house too? You have to have like a lease to purchase with the owner and then a separate one for the tenant buyer.
Well, that depends on your deal. All the properties I do, I own them, so I don't need a contract with anybody. So now in the event that you're talking about doing a sandwich lease option. Yes, you would need a lease with the original seller with the right to sublet, with the right to sublease. Yeah, if you're doing it that way. But I'm talking about pure exit strategy for her case. I wasn't talking. See, your acquisition strategy and your exit strategy, two separate things. I might acquire the house all cash. I might acquire the house on a subject to. I might acquire it on a lease option. I might acquire it on a contract for deed. I might acquire it on a wraparound mortgage. So there's a bunch of ways to acquire the property. And I'm specifically talking about for her thing, since she already has it, the exit strategy, how she's going to get rid of it, how she's going to dispose of it. But not to confuse anybody. Good question, though.
I joined Hooters House Buyers Facebook group.
That's fantastic. Yes, Susanna, I can't friend you either.
All you gotta do is remove some friends you don't want, Rich. Just delete them.
Okay, that's what it is. All right.
Go through there. I go through anybody that don't have a picture, remove them.
Yeah, good point.
Because some people get off Facebook,
Come on down to the regular
Chris Monroe show.
Chris Monroe STL. Yep. Well, that's my Facebook page. That's a different page. I got a lot of pages. Chris Monroe STL.
We are on live right now.
Yep, that's it. You're looking at it. That's my page, though. That's Chris Monroe show page.
Good, nice. Very interesting.
Yep. All right, Susanna, do you have any closing statements you want to give before we wrap this thing up?
No, not right now.
All right, so that's good. Awesome. Is John still on here?
Yeah, man.
John, you got any closing statements you want to make or anything? Questions, comments, concerns?
No, this was a great call as always. I'm looking forward to the next time we can actually meet face to face.
Yeah, buddy. We're gonna try. I'm gonna, you're a member of the actual Facebook group, right? The Hooties Facebook group. Yeah, so I'll post it out there hopefully in the next day or two, so it gives everybody a chance. I know it's a week away.
Yep. All right, Susan.
But yeah, I'll try to post it as soon as I can. I'll call them again tomorrow and find out if we're allowed to or not. Yeah, I don't want to push if it's too soon. We can always wait till August, but I just want everybody to be safe, and I want folks to obviously feel comfortable to come down and everything.
It's really history.
Yeah, it is. But I would just say everybody flex that, try stretching that no muscle to a tell me more muscle. That's my thought. It's just when your initial thought is no, maybe just stop yourself and say, well, let me find out more information. Tell me more.
Very good tip,
There you
Rich.
go. I like that.
Tell me more. I always have an inquisitive mind versus just, oh, I know. I don't know nothing when I talk to these sellers. I know to ask good questions. That's all I know. So definitely thanks everybody for coming in. I guess we'll be back in 2 weeks, right back here on the Hootie's House Buying Club virtual meetup Zoom call with Rich Groves, Nick Johnson, Susanna, and John is still on here too. We're going to see y'all in 2 weeks, right? Unless we see you in person, all right?
That's right.
All right. Appreciate you all.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks. It was awesome. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Right. See ya.
Bye-bye.
And yep, that's how we're going to do it, family. Right here, each and every other week, the Rich Groves Hootie's House Buying Club, multi-stream, multi-thing. If you all learned anything, even by accident on this stream, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, give it a like, give it a share. We try to do this each and every other Tuesday night, 6 p.m. You can actually be added to the list if you go to stlviplist.com. I'm going to give you that site again in a moment. That's the site to be added to the email notification if you want to be notified when we're going to do the lives and get the actual link to join in. stlviplist.com. stlviplist.com. That's the site if you want to do that. All right. So don't forget also, I'll be streaming live again on Monday night. That's July the 6th, 7 o'clock Central Time, 8 o'clock Eastern. We're on with Antonio J. Edwards, flipping houses in a competitive market. Make sure you're right back here for that. We'll be streaming live on YouTube, Periscope, Facebook, live stream. All right. He's out of Florida. We're going to bring him in. You might have seen him on YouTube, and we're going to do that just like that. We are also going to be redoing our try with Just Ask Andy. She'll be on the following week, which is, I believe, the 13th. The week after that, we'll be on with Ty, a.k.a. the Flip Man. Flip Man. We'll be on with him on July the 20th, 7 o'clock Central Time, 8 o'clock Eastern. We're tuning in with him, flipping contracts for profit. Get your wholesale game up. The week after that, July the 27th, we'll be on with Miss Charmaine Robinson out of Chicago, real estate attorney, talking about tax liens and deeds. And she's an attorney that deals with trademark, copyright law, and other things. So definitely want to be right back in for that so you can learn from the best. Learn how to invest in tax liens and tax deeds. We want to help you be great at this game. Now, if you ever want to be notified of when we go live, all you have to do is text JV to 31996. That'll get you the free joint venture agreement. Works with wholesalers, real estate agents, and other real estate investors. And it'll get you the notification to know when we are going live. Text JV to 31996. Don't forget to follow me on all social media outlets at Chris Monroe STL. That's Snapchat, that's Twitter, that's Instagram, that's Facebook, that's YouTube. Don't forget that YouTube with over 200 free real estate training videos where you can learn everything from the rooter to the tutor in regards to real estate. And if you haven't already, join the free Facebook group called Woke Real Estate Investors on Facebook. It's free. How do you lose? Talking about subject to, talking about lease options, talking about seller financing, and so much more. And for everything that's dealing with real estate, wokerealestate.com, that's the website. All right. So I appreciate you all. Like I said, if you're watching on a replay, give it a thumbs up, give it a like, give it a share. What's up, Susanna? There she is. Speaking of Espanol, en español, live la vida loca. Hey, don't get me started in here. So like I said, if you're watching on a replay, don't forget, give it a thumbs up, give it a like, give it a share. Also, leave a smart comment. Let me know you came in late. Say, man, I just watched this whole stream. Y'all foolish. Or I learned this, or I didn't learn that, or you was wrong about this. Call me out on something. Say you was wrong. You can't catch me. You can't catch me. I'm running too fast, baby. All right. So I hope that's all good for everybody here. And we're going to do some more woke stuff. Do what you do. Be who you be. And I'll see you before you see me. Peace.
And we here. And we here. And we here. Mr. I stay. Whoa, 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 whoa. And Mr. I stay.
Today's broadcast is being brought to you by WokeSkipTracing.com. Look up phone numbers and email addresses with ease, with pricing as low as only 15 cents per match. Not per search, per match. If there's no number or email address, you don't pay. Get accurate data in just minutes. WokeSkipTracing.com. That's WokeSkipTracing.com.